The period of boardroom uncertainty at Hillsborough is reaching breaking point. League One football is no longer a looming threat, it is a reality. Relegated in February, 12 points deducted in October, another 6 removed in December, and the first club in EFL history to go down this early. Let's not dress it up. The damage wasn't done at Bramall Lane. It was done in the boardroom months before. Right now, the only fixture that truly matters is ownership. James Board's £32.5 million bid remains on the table, still subject to EFL approval. The administrators continue to run the club. Staff, players and supporters remain in limbo. Yet behind the scenes there is movement, quiet, deliberate, potentially game-changing. A second financial heavyweight is hovering in the background, monitoring every delay and procedural pause, ready to act if the preferred bidder falters. This is not idle gossip, it is calculated patience. According to TalkSport, billionaire and former Newcastle United owner Mike Ashley is waiting in the wings should the James Board-led consortium fail to complete its takeover of Sheffield Wednesday. That is the claim. That is the source. Ashley had previously been linked before Board was named preferred bidder on Christmas Eve. Now, with regulatory approval still outstanding and the independent football regulator expected to assume oversight by May, any further hold-up could reopen the entire process, and Ashley is said to be prepared. This reshapes the dynamic overnight, not on the pitch, but within the power structure. Under Henrik Pedersen, the squad has operated in survival mode, one championship victory all season. A side drained mentally and restricted financially. Administration meant asset protection, short-term thinking, and stalled development. A confirmed owner with resources would alter the hierarchy instantly. Ashley's tenure at Newcastle was marked by strict wage management, data-informed recruitment, and an emphasis on resale value. Should he step in, expect a shift in technical priorities. League One demands directness, physical robustness, and pace in transition. Pedersen would require players capable of winning second balls, stretching defences, and enduring a relentless 4-6 game campaign. Academy involvement would become strategic rather than sentimental. Young talents like Gabriel Otegbayo, despite that late red card in the derby, would be viewed as long-term assets rather than emergency solutions. Who comes under scrutiny? Senior players whose output does not justify their League One status. High earners without future value. The era of carrying reputations alone would be over. If Board completes the takeover, recruitment is likely to be analytics-led and financially measured. If Ashley returns, expect tighter cost control, but firm backing in infrastructure. Either way, drift will not continue. For clarity, the administrators remain in charge. Board is still the preferred bidder. No takeover has been finalised. However, the presence of a billionaire alternative changes leverage and accelerates timelines. The EFL clock is running, the regulatory transition is approaching, Hillsborough cannot endure another stagnant summer. Relegation stung. Doing so at Bramall Lane hurt more. Yet the genuine reset is taking place now, above the technical area. League One will challenge the squad. Ownership will shape the next decade. So the question for every supporter in S6 is straightforward. Do you favour continuity under a data-driven consortium or a hard-nosed billionaire with prior experience of this level? One way or another, the old chapter is closing. The next decision will not simply define a season, it will define what Sheffield Wednesday become in the years ahead.